that you guys can have a better view. Hi everyone, so today I will be sharing with you how I clean my makeup brushes. I have 3 different cleansers that I usually use in rotation. The first one, it is the Beauty Blender, and this one is the Solid. And this does a fantastic job as far as cleaning your brushes. So it's not only meant for like the Beauty Blender sponge, you can also use this to clean your brushes. The next thing I have here is the MAC brush cleanser, another one that really cleans your brush well. And then over here I have this little contraption which I learned from, I believe it's Michelle Fan here on YouTube. This is just a concoction of Dawn dishwashing liquid and olive oil. Usually I put about this much with the Dawn dishwashing liquid, and then I will put about this much just regular olive oil and mix it together, and this really cleans your brush well. So you just shake this up like this, and this is what I'm actually going to be using today for you guys to see how well it cleans the brushes. So I have all my brushes in front of me here, which I will be cleaning today. Right, and I also have, this is the brush egg, which looks like this. So you place your fingers, there's a hole here, you place your fingers in, and you use this to like help clean your brushes. So I have that, and I also have a little bowl here, and then I also have my brush holder, which looks like this. What I'm going to do is angle the camera towards the sink so that you guys can have a better view as to how I clean the brushes. In front of me I have all the brushes laid out. So what I'm going to do is remove the eye brushes, and I'm just going to start off by cleaning the face brushes first. So I'm just going to move this to the side. So in the bowl, I'm going to add a little bit of the brush cleanser portion, and I'm going to put a little bit in there like that. And next I'm just going to take one of the brushes, and what I'm going to do is slightly wet the brush first. So I'm going to make sure that the water is not too cold and it's not too hot. Alright. And then what I do is I put on the brush egg, put my fingers in there like that. And then all I do is I take a little bit of the brush cleanser. So I tap the brush in like that. And then I go with a back and forth motion like that. Or you can even do like a swirl. You want to be very careful. You don't want to be very rough with your brush, because you can, you know, shorten the lifespan by doing that. So gently back and forth. And as you can see, all the makeup is being removed from the brushes. From the brush, I should say. Alright. So next what I'm going to do is remove that off my finger, and then I'm just going to take the brush and let the water run through the bristles and gently squeeze in a downward motion. Also, when you're washing your brush, you also want to make sure that your brush is facing this direction. Alright, so I'm squeezing and I'm not seeing any makeup coming out, so this brush is clean. And the purpose of holding your brush downwards is because you don't want any form of water getting into the ferrule. If any liquid continuously get up in the ferrule, what it's going to do is going to loosen the glue, and then your bristles will start falling out of the brushes. So you want to be very careful, okay? So now I'm going to show you how I place it on my brush holder. So now that the first brush is just finished being clean, I'm going to put it in one of these slots here. So I will place it in this one right here. So all you do is just push your brush from under and gently slide it up, and this is what your brush will be looking like. So this way, whatever liquid is still in there, it will drain and it will prevent any liquid from getting up to the ferrule. So this is very important, and this is a really nice, convenient concept that they created with this brush holder. So let's move on to cleaning the other brushes. Again, I'm going to be doing the same thing. Back and forth, and as you can see in the sink, all the makeup is being removed. Let me fix this. All right. Gently squeeze out the excess water. And if for some reason you're cleaning your brush and you still see any sort of brown stuff, meaning foundation or any kind of makeup product coming from your brush, you just do the same step again. Dip it in here, back and forth on the brush egg, and rinse. Okay, so I'm going to put this on the brush holder. And we are going to move on to the next brush. So basically it's the same thing that I'm doing with each of the brush. Again, wetting the brush. Dipping it in the solution and back and forth, or circular motion. And again, you want to be very careful. You don't want to be like very rough and stuff like that with your brush, because then you're going to shorten the lifespan of your brushes. So be careful and be very gentle when cleaning your brushes if you want to expand the life on them. Squeeze out the excess, and I am going to re-clean it again, because as you can see it still has a bit of product in the brushes. So rinse that off, dip it again into the brush solution here, and back and forth. See, there was still a lot of product in the brush. Then I'm going to rinse the bristles out. Okay, so now the water is running pretty clear. So as you can see, it did a wonderful job as far as cleaning the bristles. Gently kind of reshaping the brush like that. And this one got a bit of a staining when I first used this brush. I believe it was one of my MAC blushes. So yeah, so I'm going to also put this to dry over here, and I'm just going to continue doing the rest of brushes, same procedure. Onto the face brushes now. I will be doing the same thing again. In the bowl, I'm going to pour some of the brush cleanser in here, and then I'm going to show you how well the Concoction clean the brushes. So as you can see, this brush is packed with eyeshadow. I'm going to wet the brush again, dip and back and forth. As you can see, it cleaned the brush really well. Slightly shaping the brush, reshaping it, and as you can see, again, it did a great job in cleaning the bristles. Okay, so I just finished completely washing and cleaning all the brushes, so I have them in the brush holder, and this is what they look like. As you can see, placed neatly in here, and as you can see, I was able to also, okay, it's over here, I was able to also place like 2 of the brushes in one of the holes. So if you have a couple of the smaller brushes, you can place 2 in each of the hole as well. So again, this is what they look like, and any excess fluid will drain from the brush, preventing it from getting up in the ferrule of the brushes. So another thing that you can also do is, before I purchase that, what I usually do is I would place my brushes like on a washcloth and have it slightly angled where the brush is. So let me demonstrate, showing you what I do. So with one of my brush, what I will do is I will make sure that there's a slight, right, so kind of like have it angled like that, and rest it on like a flat surface, and then you just place your brush like this. So as you can see, your brush is facing downwards. So you don't want your brush laying like this, or you don't want to leave your brush like this. Always make sure that your brush is in an angle facing downwards when it is drying. So I hope this video was informative. Again, this is a very cheap alternative if you don't want to spend to get like the MAC brush cleanser or the Beauty Blender solid or any one of those other brush cleanser. You can just use something that is right in your house. Dishwashing liquid. I usually use the I believe it's the, what is it? The Dawn. Yeah, I usually use Dawn, but I've tried using different brands and it cleans just as great. So again, you put some dishwashing liquid and you use a little bit of olive oil, and you can just put that in any empty bottle that you are not using. Once it have like a hole to dispense the product and to close it, so something like this would work really fine. So yeah, that's a very inexpensive concussion that you can put together to clean your brushes. And as you can see, my brushes are all well clean. All the bristles are white and looking really nice. Again, I hope the video was informative for someone out there. As usual, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. I will also list the sellers in the description box below for where I purchased the brush egg as well as the brush holder for anyone who may be interested. Bye. Quickly, I'm going to show you guys how I make the dishwashing liquid and olive oil concoction brush cleanser. So here you have your empty bottle, and I just take some of the dishwashing liquid and pour into the bottle. So about this much of the dishwashing liquid, and then I'm just going to fill the rest with olive oil. So here we have the olive oil. That. And then I'm just going to place the cover on the bottle. Make sure it's secure and it's closed, and you just want to shake everything together. Make sure it's well blended. And there you have it. So here you have your homemade brush cleanser. Very inexpensive, and this a little goes a long way. So hope this was helpful to someone out there.